Simple work shouldn't feel heavy, but it often does. And teams struggle because work doesn't move cleanly. Decisions loop, handoffs blur, and slowly friction becomes noticed as effort. What looks like a motivation issue is usually a workflow issue. A workflow is what determines how work actually moves, not how it's supposed to move. But here's what I see often. Leaders describe workflows as diagrams. Teams experience workflows as feelings, confusion, delay, overload. And when workflows are unclear, people compensate. They follow up manually. They remind each other constantly. They carry context in their heads. Work still gets done, but it costs far more energy than it should. So let's slow down and define the word clearly. A workflow is the sequence of steps, decisions, and handoffs required to move work from start to completion. I'll say that again, because this is where things usually break. A workflow is not a tool, it's not software. It's the agreed path work takes, including who decides, who acts, and what happens next. When workflows are poorly defined, one of two things happen. Either work gets stuck, waiting for clarity, or leaders step in to keep things moving. And in both cases, flow depends on people compensating for the system. That's not leadership failure. That's structural friction. And over time, that friction shows up as burnout, delays, and frustration. And this is why workflow design is not an operational task. It's a leadership responsibility. Clear workflows protect energy, they protect trust, they protect momentum. And the better questions aren't how do we make people faster? The better questions are where does work pause unnecessarily? Where are decisions unclear? And where are people stepping in just to keep things moving? When leaders answer these questions intentionally, work begins to flow, and it would flow without pressure. This builds directly on last week's conversation about automation. Automation only works when workflows are clear. Without clarity, speed just amplifies confusion. So this week, don't try to optimize anything just yet. Observe how work actually moves. Notice where it slows, notice where it loops, notice where people compensate quietly. That's awareness, and that's the starting point. Hold this lens this week, and we'll build on it next.